Welcome back to Trading Show. My name is David. I'll be your co-host today. No, look at my shirt here.
Okay. Is that the pulse of Bitcoin?
Bitcoin, the life. It's on the life support, man. Anyways, I'm joined with the Zen Master.
That's right. Wow. JP, ready to scalp the market like a surgeon.
Surgically scalping.
Yeah, let's do it.
Like, we also got my boy Rob here. What are you ready for, Rob? Welcome back to Trading Show. My name is David. I'll be your co-host today. No, look at
I was doubling it up. Yeah.
I don't know. Check the Mac. Check the Mac back there. God King.
That was Rob.
That was you?
Yeah.
Okay.
He couldn't get enough of me, so he had to hear it twice, you know? What's up, man? Appreciate you.
I'm chilling, dude. What was the question?
Nice. Good job, man.
What are you ready for?
Oh.
Yeah.
Ready for Memorial Day weekend.
They have pool parties.
Drinks.
Okay. Barbecue.
Yeah.
Went right over his head, this man here. Guys, 77K. I'm so mad at myself, man. I am so mad at myself. Let me show you guys what I did yesterday, okay? Yesterday, I got into a Bitcoin long, 76K. Double green dot, 6 hour, 8 hour, 10 hour, 4 hour green dot. Money flow was starting to come up. Look good. I bought right here. Around 77K even. Started going up, came down. Okay, my original stop loss was down here. Let's move that here. My original stop loss was right there. Okay, below these two wicks, and I was it was on the 4 hour. Okay, 4 hour below the wick here. So I'll be fine. You know, I'm good. So price starts going down and starts going back up. Got back in the profit again up here. And then on the 1 hour, I said, well, we've put in a higher low. Okay. I was like, this looks like a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders. Bam, bam, bam. We're probably going to break out. We don't come below this low again. Right. That was my thinking. So what does David do? David moves his stop loss to up here, below this wick. David goes to sleep. David wakes up. He got stopped out of the trade. David mad.
Why are you referring to yourself in the third person?
Just let me be me.
David mad.
Him
David,
mad.
David sleep.
Mad he is. Upset he was. So, gentlemen, I think I'll be directionally right, but I should have just kept my stop loss where it was. But I think, I don't know, man. I think Bitcoin, we're seeing a lot of bullish signals flash and price isn't really reacting, right? Green dot, price doesn't do shit. You look at the 10 hour, we had that double green dot, price hasn't done shit. We had some bull div on the 10 hour, back-to-back bull div, price hasn't done shit. You look at the 12 hour, double green dot on the 12 hour, what will price do? Here's your 8 hour double green dot with the Stokes going up. No bull div there. 6 hour, kind of same thing. And so the high time frames were looking good. And who knows, if I wouldn't have gotten stopped out of hit CP, maybe it's not going to matter because it's going to see another spill off. But I don't know. What are you, JP, what are your thoughts on price action? You want to do a top down here? We do every show?
Sure, we could do that. But my overall thoughts is we're pretty range bound right now.
Pretty boring, right?
Yeah, so I've been looking into drawing ranges, volume ranges. But yeah, let's do a top down. Daily time frame. Daily time frame is retracing, but getting a bit overextended here. Hasn't broke the 50 MA yet. I was looking for some type of bounce here. Long wicks, signals, some buy signals, some buyers stepping in. But no green candles yet. So you got no confirmation of a bounce. And that's very dangerous in this market to be trying to long with no confirmation of a macro bounce. This can go a lot lower. Let's go to some smaller time frames. Let's go to that 4 hour I was just on. I was just saying Bitcoin is a bit range bound. So let's see what that looks like. Pull up my indicators and I go to fixed range because we've been in a fixed range And we just kind of draw the entry, the exit there of the range. And you have a value area low, you have a value area high with this white line, you have a point of control with the purple line. Now, price likes to bing bong in between the point of control, the value area high, and the value area low. And if you go to some smaller time frames like the 30-minute, the 15-minute, you see how range bound we've been. Every time we hit the top of the range, it's been a good short from the value area high. You come down, you kind of try to consolidate at the POC, you don't have enough strength, you lose it and head to the next magnet, the value area low. That was a good long scalp. You scalp that up to the POC once again, the point of control, which is the most high volume area of the range, the strongest magnet too. And then look, you had some strength and you flipped up to the value area high, another good short. So POC, not enough strength to get to the value area high, POC, you lose it, value area low. So I'm willing to play this range. This is a 15-minute. Even the 1 minute is within this range. That was a good long entry down here, around 76,100. Now we're at the POC again. So let's see.
So we're shorting.
Well, we got to see. Does it have strength or is Bitcoin weak right now? And it had a little run up. I didn't realize as we're getting ready for the show that the 1 minute time frame is going a bit parabolic here, but maybe unsustainable. Some bear div.
The casino did just print a buy signal about 10 minutes ago.
Awesome. Can we see that? Can we see the casino? Okay, just heading up towards the zero line, I see. Demand is at what, -2, if I'm reading that correctly?
-2.56.
Okay, that zero line is pretty important. You see, every time we've been above it, we've been pretty bullish. You could look at it almost like a moving average, almost like the 200. And then if you look up higher at actual price on the Heikin-Ashi candles, we're in the bullish uptrend for some time now, but we got to be at resistance there, right? Isn't that resistance or at least high volume node where it could just chop around again? Is that the point of control? Does that line up with my point of control on my chart? I think so.
76.8.
Is that where your POC is?
Yeah, we're right at the POC, around 76.9 for me.
So what do we do?
8. Yeah, statistically, that's the same thing.
We shorting the shit or what?
At the POC, I'll prefer to short at the value area high, but let's see. Let's find the setup. There's a
lot of bear div on that 1 minute, man.
Just short the bear div. Let's turn this upside down. Like if this was dumping, will we buy this right now with bull div? Probably.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's kind of a head right
about
there,
to
right?
break above or below that 21 MA.
Okay. Well, let's just look at some other time frames real quick. Look at a 15-minute. The only thing is that's kind of double bottomy right here. And, I don't want my bullish, influence to really taint the way I look at this chart, Okay. But that's a double bottom right there. We're at the point of control.
Can you say that's a double top too?
Right there? Mm-hmm. Double top. Yeah, I can say that's a double top. But the way I measured double tops, that played out. That brought us to the value area low. That would have been an amazing scalp. Now we're in the middle of the range. We're dead in the center of the middle of the range. Now, usually with high probability plays, you short the top of the range or you long the bottom. I will be willing to short, and I know this isn't exciting. I will be willing to short if we hit 77,004 or 77,003, that area. We come up and have a failed Sammy special maybe, I don't know, on a 15-minute. Once again, I know that's not exciting. What are you thinking? You're thinking short right now in that 1 minute? Short this uptrend, this unsustainable uptrend?
I need clarity here. Rob?
Yes, we do need clarity.
Probably will never say that again in my life.
Laura, make it zip, please.
And then summon Rob.
Rob, help us here.
I think what I'm looking at here, so on the 4 hour, oh man, it's so zen in here. On the 4 hour, or no, excuse me, this is 15-minute. Okay, so I'm looking at the 15-minute here. I was looking at let's start with the 4 hour though. On the 4 hour, we're we're starting to see, like, if you were to invert this, you could say that this is a cup and handle, right? Inverted cup and handle. And then that could potentially spill down. So, it's not looking good, right? For direction as far as it, reversing. But I think it might be a little trap. I think we're going to get a good bounce here. And the reason being is that, if you go down into the smaller time frames, well, first of all, just to zoom in here on the 4 hour, you can see that we had this bear flag, but now this one here, didn't, you said it was more range bound, a high volume right there, that's 77,000.
Yep.
But if you look at it, it is making lower lows and lower highs to a certain degree. And, you can really see that on the 15 minute. And so for myself, if we were coming down into it in this bear flag pattern here, it's pretty likely to break to the downside. But I do think we're going to get a reversal here. And you can look back at recent history and kind of see this same kind of descending wedge that breaks out to the upside. We've seen it just over and over again, followed by these big bounces here. Here you had bear flag and then reversal, bear flag, and then here's a really good example of what very similar. This one might be coming in with more volatility, but you can see here you get these bear flags, and then you got some consolidation here as well, range bound, and then you get that reversal. So for me, I'm just kind of looking at this being a potential to break out. So what am I looking for myself? I'm looking to break this trend line, which we're coming up to with momentum. So if we were to break this, this is on the 15 minute. Maybe you can maybe take a look on the 1 minute, but I would like to see something like this. But if you go, like I was saying, just looking back, you do get these big sharp bounces. And I think it's just because the market's preparing for shorts, and you get these big reversals, these big opportunities. We've seen it time and time again where you get these moves where, you're looking at the pattern, you're looking at this head and shoulders or inverse head and shoulders. And, that's on a macro sense. I don't know. That's the direction I think. I think that everyone's expecting it to go short. And so for me, I'm kind of eyeballing a reversal right now. And, could it get as high as 80,000? I don't know. But I think that probably within the next 24 hours, I would expect to see a move to 79,000, 78.9. I'd like to see it reverse here.
You take a look.
Yeah.
I think you pulling up the 15-minute time frame was look at this. This is the orange line is your 200 on the 15. Volume dropping. We're getting the reversal signals flashing, right? You got the blue triangle with the green dot, blue triangle, green dot, blue triangle, green dot, blue triangle. You saw that green dot flash, right? You take a look. Stokes are high. Potential for a red dot for a trigger wave short. I'm actually feeling a short scalp here, man. Not to say that your kind of thesis won't play out, but I'm looking at something like this.
That's pretty valid.
2.57 to 1 trade setup. Maybe the entry's now, but we're seeing those yellow diamonds, which are continuation, right? Continuation. Then your first blood diamond, we get one more push up and then a dump. Something similar here. Yellow starts going red. Baby blood diamond, red X, we push down. We don't rotate to the complete bottom of the range, but still, I think here's maybe the best example. You see that first baby blood diamond flash. You get in on the candle closure. And this is a 1.6% move, man. That's enough if you're scalping with high margin or high leverage to make some money trading. So that's what I'm gonna be looking for. But I'm not against like the more high time frame reversal. But I think in the very short term, we do get, there's that green dot. We do get one more reversal, and so I'm actually going to put in a limit short here, 77.039. Those of you that want to follow along, the risk, I'd put this at like a, what would I put this risk wise? I put this like a 4 out of 10 risk, maybe 5 out of 10 risk.
Okay.
We're going to go 77.035. Our stop loss is going to be 77.360. 77,350, and our TP is going to be 76,202. 76,202. Let's see what this looks like. How about we risk 150, 160 to make 420? How does that sound? That sound good? Beautiful. It sounds great. So there it is. Now we're front running this thing a little bit. We might get stopped out, guys. It might do what Rob says and just break and reverse. And a trend is a trend until it isn't, right? So, but I'm willing to take that risk, and I think my odds are pretty good. But at the end of the day, we'll wait and see. So there's your trade setup for those of you following along. Entry 77.034, stop loss 77.350. And TP at 76,202 for a Bitcoin short trade. What is liquidity? Is liquidity on my side here, or is it?
I would assume it'll be on your side, but let's see for sure. BTC liquidity on a 5-minute time frame, the lowest I can get on here. So look at that bright red below us, 75,000. Is that 900?
Damn, that's a lot.
That's a lot of liquidity, yeah. Bright red concentrated. Now, it's still concentrated. I'm zooming out a bit to look up to see what's above us as well. Clearly, liquidity favors the downside. A small batch of local liquidity around 77,800. And above that, around 79,000. We'll zoom out. You can really see how thick and concentrated it is down low. Let's go to a 15-minute time frame. There we go. Look at that nice juicy red at down low, but local liquidity above 78,000, 79,000, 80,000, and the big batch around 82,000. All the upside liquidity you're going to find around 82, 83,000. Okay, so Bitcoin will have to make a pretty quick move. Well, not quick, but a pretty big move to get into that upper side liquidity. Now, keep in mind, liquidity can change at any time. People can close orders, close trades. Right. It can shift as, emotions and sentiment shifts.
There's also market spoofing.
But I would say it does favor the short trade right now, liquidity in the short term.
Okay.
So liquidity is on your side.
Also, the bond market is in absolute shambles.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
The 30-year note is the highest it's been since July 2007. Now, Rob, could you remind the viewer, what was unique about July 2007? What came right after that? I forget.
Remember, I traded in my...
Answer the question. It was a great financial crisis, man.
Oh.
Okay, what were you saying?
I was going to say, I traded in the Honda Civic for... my newer car at that time, upgraded.
Which was the Sonic?
Yeah.
I remember that Sonic.
Went to a Chevy.
Sonic?
Yeah, it's a Chevy Sonic. Manual, too.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyways, so a lot of people, they see time frames like this, 07, 08. Oh my God, great financial crisis, doom and gloom, yada, yada. I'm not saying that, but something to know. What do you take away from this? You take anything away from this?
That we may be in for a big crash. I don't know. I'm not an economist, but
You know, like what this typically says, money rotation wise, is right now 5.18% is above the current inflation, right? And this is about as risk free as you can get in the eyes of investors and credit rating agencies, right? So the whole point is to beat out inflation, and you're beating it by almost a 2x.
Why wouldn't you, right?
That's the whole thesis, right? It's capital flows out of more risk into less risk with higher upside. So
stable coins.
That's the worry, yeah. So I don't know, man. There's something to keep an eye out on, but I'm not a bond market like expert. I can't tell you. And I don't think I'm going to get my entry here. I think Bitcoin.
Well, maybe you get a better entry.
I don't know.
I'm looking on the 15-minute. And
do you remember yesterday when I had that limit short in or that limit long in, and I didn't get the entry and I canceled it? Thank God, because I would have gotten stopped the hell out.
Yeah. Yesterday was interesting. You know, big move down, big move up. It's just a lot of volatility here, man. And I'm looking at the 15-minute here and kind of pointing out what was it? Did Rob say this? That is actually lower lows, lower highs. Excuse me. Yeah. Lower highs, and I see that here.
I see a descending.
Yeah. Was this some type of? The only thing that kind of kills it for me is that double bottom that kind of broke through the pattern. It tried to dump, came back up in the pattern. Tried to dump, came back into the pattern. And I'm just looking at all these mini bounces here. That's why I drew my line here, because like where else would you put it?
Right.
You know, it looks like a descending triangle, very bearish consolidation pattern. You're back in the pattern. Does it fake out of the pattern now, try to break out of it and then dump? That's kind of what I'm eyeing right now for my short play. But at the same time, I want to be aligned with the higher time frames. I'm closely watching the daily, and I'm closely watching the 4 hour. I like to be aligned with the 4 hour. Daily still in free fall, right? This could turn to a green candle. You never know, but this is in free fall still. But the 4 hour now is very much indecision. You know, we had that green dot, red dot, now green dot again. So
like we ain't on Squid Games, guys. We're not on Squid Games here. Okay?
So if I was short on the red dot, am I supposed to close my trade and now go green? You know, go long. You know, if I'm aligned with the 4 hour. You know,
I don't know. Like for me, when I see that. When you're selling down and you're not getting these big bounces, you're not getting these big upside swings, and printing these like typical bear flags. I mean, you do see it gradually moving up. I mean, you can put the trend line. You can draw this, but I mean, it's you're not getting that much momentum to the upside on these bear flags. So usually those tend to be exhausted, right? When you see those bear flags with these big, that come up dramatically, that's when you get those big dumps. And so just from my personal experience on charting and just trading in general, when I see this like stair step, and that's you usually see a big reversal after these. And I was showing you guys that yesterday on the macro, especially coming out of like the bear market, going through the thick of the bear market. Usually the signal to the end of the bear market is when you just don't get these bear flags that are, where buyers are coming in and buying. And basically it represents the market getting exhausted. And, that's just something I kind of keep an eye out for. And I mean, here's a good example. You just consolidated without too much movement to the upside, and then you had a big bounce. You can, there's, once you get these sideways consolidations, that's usually when you get the big reversals, right? And so that's just what I'm kind of looking at here. You can see here's another example of this sideways consolidation here. Yeah, I mean, it's still, the market says it's likely to short or to keep dumping, but you could get another stair step. You could get, if you're kind of going on my thesis, you could get another one of these, which, would put you down at 75,000. It would make sense. But I don't know. I'm getting a vibe. I've been around this game enough. I think we're going to get a big move to the upside.
That's fair.
Yeah. I think we're all kind of...
We're all over. Where does the people in the chat, you watching, hi, how are you? My name is Big Rob, and I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think that the market is going to, well, sell down? We're going to say a sell-off. Is the move short? Put a 1 in the chat. If you think that the market's reversing, we're getting closer to that 78, 79,000 here in the short term, we're going to go long, put a 2 in the chat. I'm curious to see what y'all think.
I'm doing a poll.
Nice. And while you do that, I'm going to pray to the Zen gods to cleanse my palate. Please give me impartiality. Give me objectivity. Give me clear vision. You know, cleanse my bullish bias, please.
You know your palate's in your mouth, right?
Hey, how do you know I don't taste the charts with my mouth and my eyes? But seriously, Zen gods, cleanse my bullish palate.
Give me some lemon. Let me cleanse my palate real quick.
Allow me to see the charts for what they are, okay? Whether it be bullish or bearish, we can trade either way. We can make money. Now, with that said, let's play a game of bullish or bearish, man. How about this sweet chart right here on the 4-hour?
I like games.
Is that bullish or bearish?
That's bullish.
Think that's bullish? What do you think, Rob? Can you see it? Bullish or bearish? Sweet 4-hour chart.
I think that's bullish.
Because, I mean, you had a pretty heavy spill. That's pretty heavy, exhausted. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just going to say, you reclaimed the 21. You saw a pretty big dump, and then the 21 held, and now you're consolidating above it. So I see that as bullish.
When you get those big wicks to the downside that aren't on the initial drop, that's usually a bottom signal for me.
I agree.
Yeah, right. If you would have got that red wick further back, what is it, like, you know, the day before on that first drop, if you would have seen it then, I would have been a little more concerned. But we found support and volume, particularly there at the initial dump, and it found support. And then it retested it, wicked down, and then came back and made a clear reversal. So I think that's a rounded bottom. I think that you're going to start. Yeah, exactly.
Is there any, and there's bull dip there too. Huh?
And then you got inverse head and shoulders there as well.
Dip, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think that's a long play, especially if you get that bullish move out of Bitcoin. That momentum plus the rounding bottom, you know, you could be making a large cup and handle, or just playing out that inverse head and shoulders there as well.
Yeah, so you're remaining above the 21. The current candle is a tie between the bulls and the bears, 4-4 on the scoreboard there.
I think that's a long, bro.
Where are you at? You at?
Where am I?
Are you?
I'm long on it right now.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Because of that green dot on the 4-hour. But, you know, the reason why I bring this up is because SWE likes to front run Bitcoin. You know, if Bitcoin is starting to get a little bit bullish, like, people will put money into SWE first. You know, it kind of front runs Bitcoin's moves a bit.
When you say people, do you mean you?
I mean traders.
Just kidding.
Me, I mean, I guess I might be part of it. I like to wait for confirmation, though. You know, I don't want to get too bullish on it.
So what was your entry on this one?
Where was my entry? Somewhere around green dot. Let's see. SWE. I'm barely at break even right now. There we go.
When did you get in this trade this morning?
At break even. It might have been last night, actually. I think I added it to a little bit this morning, just a little bit. Okay. Once I saw like some of this confirmations.
You're almost even.
Yeah, I'm literally at break even. I'm at this consolidation. So we'll see, you know, how this goes.
What's your R&R on this one?
Big old trade. Look at this thing. That is at least that's like a 6-1, man. Honestly, 5-1. Stop loss way down at 97. Take profit at 139. Top of the range. We'll see what happens. It doesn't have to happen, and I don't want this once again to taint my analysis of Bitcoin. You know, I don't need this. I don't need Bitcoin to go up. If this goes down, it goes down, and we close the trade out.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know. I'm seeing like sideways. Usually, after you go sideways after such a huge, you know, move down, especially with bull div.
Yeah, I agree.
And you reclaim a moving average like the 21. You know, SWE is trying to front run Bitcoin, but Bitcoin got to give it something. Bitcoin got to move, you know, or else this will bear flag and dump hard.
I mean, we're already seeing a little bit of a dump on the 15-minute. We didn't get our entry. Look how close we were. I mean, We're 76,993. Our TP or our limit order was 77,034.
Demand just crossed the zero line. It is now at a positive 19.
Demand's going up.
Yes, sir.
Interesting.
Okay, so let's digest that real quick.
Let's digest it.
That's on the 5-minute, right?
Yes.
What does a 5-minute chart look like? Rising volume, Stokes crashing, VWAP trending down, money flow about to cross into the negative. So there's a little bit of a mismatch there, right? Between demand and price. So is that an opportunity to front run along is my very first question. If any of you would like to answer that, free, because I'm debating that in my head right now.
Yeah. I'm looking. I mean, you got above the 200 briefly on the 1 minute. I'm sorry, 5 minute. We're on a 5 minute. We got above the 200. We got rejected, though, here with 3 red candles. Can you find support at the 21 and keep going up? Like you said, this could be a front run. This is no confirmation of a long here. You know, you did lose the 200 on the 5 minute. You got to reclaim it.
But here's my concern, guys, is we lost the 200 on increasing volume with pretty, like, these candles have almost no wick to the upside, right? This one, tweezer tops, 0 wick to the upside. This one had a small wick to the upside.
Yeah. That means, to me, that tells me it was an extreme and just fast move, you know? It was just...
Yeah, and bulls never really stepped in, but he's saying demand. I mean, Gawking, was that a reverse? Was that a pull to the upside, or was that just kind of?
The demand was sitting at -3 for a while, and then it popped up to 19 as price fell.
Yes, yeah, so you see the spillover right there. It's showing the spillover right there. Remember, that's a Heikkanashi candle.
Right.
So you are above the demand line, but it seems to be at somewhat of a resistance or at least turbulence of the range. Look to the left, how many times it got rejected in this area just to bounce again.
Right.
In that same little tight range. Pretty interesting price action. The only thing it seems to be respecting is the supply and demand zones. You see above and below, getting rejected above and finding support below.
Look at that. Every low time frame is bearish. Past, prior, 2 hour, 2 hour and below.
And then the 4 hours green, 6 hours green.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a bearish scalpers market on the small time frames.
We just got a red X flashing on the 5 minute on market cipher A. The candle opened green, and we are currently above the 21. We did get a bearish crossover. The 100 crossed. No, actually, we haven't gotten that yet. The 21's still above, so that was actually a bullish crossover. 21 crossed above our 100. Still trending up. Stokes still pointing down. RSI kind of flattened out a little bit, though.
Yeah.
Right? So...
let's see. We got a bullish move from the NASDAQ on the 5 minute, whatever that matters. I don't know how correlated we are today with it, but a big move up past the 200. You got the golden cross starting to, consolidate a little bit here now. But that's a bullish move to the top of the trend, at least. It's been a descending trend here, a descending channel on the NASDAQ, and those usually break up.
Where's that POC again for Bitcoin? 70,
back to it.
76.8.
I got to put the range back. That sounds about right. The POC is pretty much, and it's showing me with my visual range here. That's POC, this blue line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see 76.8 for this current range on a 5 minute.
I mean, we're at the POC. We're above the 21 on the 5 minute. We're seeing a nice bounce, actually. Stokes
I think the 1 hour looks pretty bullish.
For Bitcoin?
Yeah.
The 1 hour, it has a green dot. It has low Stokes curved up. Only problem is you're still kind of in that bearish consolidation. Like you have this descending channel. You want it to break out. This could be bullish. But you got to break above this line here, get above 77,000. If we can get above 77,000 and start really putting in some green candles, there's some gaps here. There's some volume gaps I see, and which can get it to 77,900, 78,000. But for now, it's still bearish, man. Like, once again, Give me impartiality, man.
Yeah, the 2 hour 21 is getting rejected. 1 hour, it's right at the 21. But what I do like, you know, to make the bullish case here, that VWAP on the 1 hour does not look like it's clipping. I mean, it's still vertical, right?
On the 1 hour, yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty vertical VWAP right there.
Yep.
So money flow, curving up a little bit. No green dot here though. Pretty sharp recovery on the momentum wave here. But I want to get above the. Now we are above the 21. By the way, I canceled my limit short order. Maybe that was the move. And look at this reversal on the 15-minute. Look at that. Get a quick wick down to the 9-day MA. Bullish cross here on the 9-day, crossing above our 21. Rob might be right, man. I don't know. I would still keep my eye on that 77,050, 77,050. But nothing I want to front run. I want to see how this plays out. There's a lot of indecision here. I think eventually there's going to be a big break, right? Ranges are ranges until they're not.
I agree.
So, yeah. Let's take a peek. I do have a request, JP. If you want to queue up an Ethereum chart.
Yeah, I saw that. Asking for Ethereum.
It was Alamo Knows said, can I request ETH? Then he said, ETH short, please. So I don't know if he's in a short. He wants you to give him a short. But if you want to give a analysis on Ethereum.
Yep.
Also, shout out to all the people in here, the mods. Thank you to all of you. If you're new here, if it's your first time watching our show, put a 1 in the chat. I want to give you some special shout out. We appreciate all the new people and all the people that have been coming and watching our show for, I don't know, the last month, 2 months, 2 weeks, whatever. We thank you for coming back. We appreciate you sharing your time with us. And AD747 said, this new dude, assuming it's you, has a great voice. You guys should market his voice. I'm serious.
Yeah, baby.
We do actually have a contract we need you to sign after the show. Thank you very much. Oh, you gonna give me money? Is that real or is that one of the fake ones?
It's real, baby.
The real ones around here.
Come on, player.
Why are you whipping out the 100, bro? What are you doing? Making a paper plane? This dude's over here making a paper plane. That's how he's gonna figure out what trade to get into. He's gonna throw it at the wall, and if
Dude, it's like you seen the octopus that like picks the World Cup up? Yeah, same thing. You know, you make a paper airplane, and if it has more than 3 seconds hang time,
it's a long.
It's a long.
Got it.
If it nosedives straight down, then
it's a short.
Yeah. It's
all
a
right,
short,
let's see it.
So,
all right,
yeah.
I'm curious now.
All right. So,
no, you can keep it on him. You can keep the camera on him, Laura. Yeah. There.
All right. So, see, it's all on the plane, bro.
First of all, is that an Airbus or a Boeing?
It's one of those
Bombardier.
No, it's one of those pontoon ones. You know,
It's a Cessna.
the ducktail ones, the one that lands on the
Pontoon plane. Okay, interesting. Never seen that one.
All right. So, got to work on
Looks like a Concorde.
the aerodynamics here on this.
So 3 seconds of hang time. It's as long.
Seconds of hang time. You got a long. All right, there we go. All right, ready? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2.
I don't know, man. That was
Nah, that's a short. It did one of these and then boop.
You need more lift.
Yeah. You know, I'll be right back.
All right. I need to look at what are you guys doing? I need to look at Ethereum. Okay. That was pretty short, man.
Finders keepers.
You need bigger wings.
All right, JP, let's look at Ethereum.
All right, Ethereum looks exactly like Bitcoin on the 15-minute.
No way.
Yeah, somewhat of a descending triangle. With the double bottom in it, though. The double bottom trying to defy the descending triangle, but you're back in the pattern. This is still bearish consolidation. Now, I'm curious how different Ethereum looks from Bitcoin on the daily. Let's see. Looks like a complete bear flag breaking down in real time. What?
He said what?
That's just disgusting.
Why do you sound surprised?
Look at that. Hey, let's just draw it out here.
Oh.
That's a spillover.
Where was the entry?
That's a flagpole.
Because usually I like to wait for. So Alamo was onto something here, then, huh?
Short down
Alamo here.
$1,100
No,
ETH.
get out of here.
$1,175 Ethereum. Now let's look at both sides. That can happen 100%. TA says it can.
We need to put in a trade because there's all kinds of longs and short here. Our viewers are confused.
Yeah.
Let's put our money where our mouth is. Let's put in a trade. Let's back it up, bro. I'm saying long.
What did you guys choose on the airplane?
David.
Oh, the airplane was short.
Short. Okay.
The airplane said short.
Dude, even the chat is 50-50. I have a pull up. Bitcoin short or long. 54% short, 46% say long. So even the chat's up in shambles here. But I'm not gonna put it in a trade. Let's see what I know you're on ETH here.
I like that sweet. I don't like if you're going to trade outside of Bitcoin. I really like that sweet chart. I know.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm not trying to tell you to do that, but I'm just saying that, like I was vibing with that sweet chart. Thought this is still got the Bitcoin up here, but
Pull it up. Put some Rob in it.
let me pull up the sweet.
Fucking Venice, man.
What's going on in Venice?
It's up again. Got a Robinhood listing, and now it's up. Fuck. So it's just got a bounce on the 200. It's up 13% since 8:30 this morning. It's 2 hours up 13%. Venice does not give a shit with what Bitcoin does, bro. It just does its own thing.
Or what about Siren?
Hey.
You got a trade set up on Siren?
Yeah, dude. I was expecting. I think I said like 70 cents on Friday.
You did.
Bitcoin spilt over. It actually held up pretty well. Here you got Siren on the 1 hour. You can really see that it just really found a bottom here. We did get one wick here. It was off of Bitcoin's initial dump a couple days ago. And then it's got some momentum coming in here, and we saw a little rally, but now we got the 21 crossed over the 50 here. It's also finding support there on that as well, and so could you see a little bounce here, a little takeoff? I'm definitely going long on Siren. Call me crazy.
You're crazy.
Sirens are flashing.
Do it.
He said, call me crazy. Sirens are flashing. Let me see what this trade looks like.
Sirens are sounding. That's what it is. No, they don't flash. Yeah, sirens are.
You're the one who says
sirens
flashing.
are. I don't have a trading account hooked up to this laptop. Somebody put in a siren long for me.
A siren long?
Oh my God.
Okay. I got you. Give me a second. Let me see if this Venice trade looks good. 1835.
And I'm looking for BTC scalps here.
Oh shit. Let's go. Okay. All right. Here's a trade. A little more risky. I'm probably not going to get an entry here, but who knows? 5 minute retest of the 9-day MA. That's my entry on a Venice long. Venice, I think, is going back to all-time cycle highs. So I'm looking to get in on the 9-day MA at 16.01. Stop loss below the 21 in the super trend. That's 15.634 with a TP up at $18.35. It's a 6.5 to 1 trade setup on a long for Venice. I'm hoping we get a quick flash down. Ever since we broke the 9, we retested it once, twice, 3 times, and each time we've seen a positive reaction. So there's a long setup. You just got to wait for an entry on the 5 minute on Venice. So here it is. If you want to, take a look. Entry is green blacked out, red blacked out for stop loss, and TP's at $18.35. Siren. Okay. You want me to put a trade in on Siren?
Yes.
Give me the numbers and the levels.
All right. Let's see here. I'm trying to find a good image. I'm on the 1 minute on Siren. In a clear uptrend right now. Don't put too much charting on the 1 minute, but
52.82.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, 52. Yeah, that's a good spot. 52.82. That'll come back down to the trend line. It's currently at 53, so that'll probably come back, test that. And then let's zoom out to the 5 minute for some TPs at ranges here. Let's take it all the way up to 56 cents. Let's go just shy of it, 55. 55.95.
Okay. I got the stop below the below that last low there at 52.58. You happy with that?
52.58
for a stop, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe 50. Yeah, 50, I think 52 is good. Or 51.95. Or is that, you think that's a little...
51.95? I don't know. It's your trade, bro.
All right, yeah. 51.95 on the...
Risking $5? Just kidding. So right now
Put some juice behind it, bro.
You got a 5-to-1. No, you got almost a 4-to-1 trade here. Almost. All right. There you go. Looks like we're going to get tapped in here. And there you go. All right, we're in.
Go.
We're in like Flynn. $80 to make 300. So risking 80 to make $300. So we'll see how this pans out. Okay. That Venice trade or that Venice, let's see where we might just get stopped out right now. It's fucking great. Where's Venice? Is Venice saying, ooh, Venice, a little pullback here. Come on, give us our entry, Venice. Give us our 5-minute entry, Venice. It's probably now it's going to fill that wick. Mother sucker. Oh, and we're in the profit on Siren, and we're in the red on Siren. You see that? It went green and then red. Okay. All right. There you go. We got 2 trades in. Well, one's in right now. Then we got another one waiting to hit our limit entry here on Bitunix. All right. Let's look at the bubbles. Zcash up 8%. Venice up 16%. Ondo up 7%. Injective, Siren, Algorand up. Kite, no idea what Kite is. XDC, Dash up 3.3%. Near Protocol. You want to look at Near Protocol?
Sure.
There, JP?
I could look at that.
Let's look at Near.
All right, let's take a look.
I used to like Near a lot. No, I don't like Near a lot.
Okay, Near 15-minute time frame. So it looks like Near is near its value area high of its 15-minute range. Interesting. Could there be a near short here?
Near short, okay.
Let me redraw this range because it's actually bigger than it's actually showing. And let me make my chart a little clearer.
But I tell them all the time.
It gets bigger. Okay. Fixed range.
I promise. It's not like this all the time.
Okay, here's a range right here for Near. It's above the value area high right now of its 1 hour range right now. Low Stokes, you got green dot. Does this have juice to get up to a new range, or is this just another good short, just like this right there? Let's zoom out a bit. Can we see anything on the other side? Yeah, we see a bunch of consolidation on the left here. It's matching up with that range. What it is this is probably a bigger range. That starts from way back here. Yeah, you're still value area high. And what I really wanted to show is this range right there. Yeah, so this could flip up and get up to $1.86 for Near, because we just kind of got accepted into this range. So on the very, very micro, we're at the top of the range at this very tight consolidation. But if you zoom out, we're kind of in this bigger range here, which can go higher as we're now breaking above highs, testing local highs here for Near. It looks very likely to tap around 188, 189, somewhere around there. It might be a decent short at that level, even better than just trying to short the smaller range. Let's look at it on a more macro. Let's go to a daily, clear some trends out here. Okay. What do we have here? We got green money flow. We got price above the 200 on the daily with some strength. You got 3 candles there, 3 white soldiers. That's a known reversal pattern and explosion pattern. It explodes price up. That's pretty bullish right there. That's a bullish breakout
on a bear flag
at resistance.
A bull flag too?
Yeah, off a bull flag. A breakout of a bull flag on the daily for near. Pretty bullish.
That is pretty bullish.
Yeah. I mean, that was a hell of a fight to get from that level where it was. Let me look at like a 5-day, maybe a weekly, see how low we really are. Wow. Those are discount prices for near.
If you believe in it.
If you believe in it. Whew.
Dude, Venice is running. I don't know if we're going to get this entry, man. Venice is fucking crushing right now. And shout out to Jesse. He's in a Venice long up 1,300% or 13.7%. Then he said 7,400% locked in on Venice. Dude, yeah, great trade, man. Shout out to you. Great trade. Yeah, Venice. I've been on Venice for a hot minute, guys. Not to pat myself in the back here, but you're starting to see a lot of the larger influencers like Ansem and that Banks guy, whatever his name is, start talking about Venice. Oh my God, guys, we've been on this shit since sub $3, man. We were actually on this when it was an airdrop. And so if you're watching our show, yeah, this has been typically they say when you start hearing it, start hearing people talking about it, making its rounds on social media, it's usually, the top or it's too late. But, this thing was during when everything was down and people were depressed. This shit, we were talking about this shit, and that it's just been running. And I can see this thing going to $25 to $30 here in the very short term. So, yeah.
Here's another game of bullish or bearish here. How about this Solana chart? 12-hour. Big bullish move above the 200, with strength. Step ladders up, and then the complete opposite down. Gave it all the way back to where it came from. But now your stochastic is completely just laid out on the floor there. Green dot.
Bullish or bearish?
You gave it all back.
I want to say, okay, so
you usually see a consolidation after something like that.
I want to say bearish, but that's not to say that we won't go back up, retest that. Is that your 200? The yellow one?
The yellow is a 200, yeah.
And if we do that, is that going to take our Stokes back up? If it does, then I'll be more bearish. But where is that 200 at price-wise? 86?
85.9, so 86, yeah, basically.
I would say that.
Like when you come back from a big move like that and you get right back to that point of control, that takeoff, it's usually consolidation afterwards.
I'm going to say bearish too, and you could see consolidation. What would be really bearish though, if it's this 50, the 50 MA and the 21 MA continue this curve down and cross the 200, you get the death cross. That could really dump the bear flag if we do have a slow consolidation up. I agree. It looks a bit bearish. After a big move like that, you want a fib bounce. You want like a 618 golden pocket, a 786. You don't want to give it all back.
Right.
Not the entire move.
Right.
And then consolidate under the 200 again. So
yeah.
I'm with you. It's very bearish right now. It could eventually become bullish if it wants to continue up and maybe get past the moving averages. Maybe the moving averages curve the other way. But right now, bearish, I would say.
I want to see it back test at 200. I want to see it claim the 200, probably get rejected at the 50, and then come back and hold the 200, and then I think I'll be more bullish. But consolidating on the only thing that makes me kind of pause to be bearish would be what you pointed out, green dot plus the oscillator being that low.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's like a trap. It's almost like a little bull trap.
look at a Christmas tree over there.
I'm low.
Where do we hang the ornaments? Right there to the left. There's one ornament place to hang, you know?
Sure, a little ball there.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
There.
Something like
There you go.
that. Wow. You should be an artist, man.
Maybe
Amazing.
you go around the tree.
Look at that art.
Right.
Let's check in on Rob's trade. Rob, is your trade still valid?
We pretty flat.
Red.
This looks like a reversal.
It's similar to the sweet trade, but like it's already like, you know, played out more.
Yeah. We're break even right now, so.
Yeah.
You still liking the direction of the trade?
Yeah, I like it.
Cool.
All right. Little mini bull flag there.
Yeah. 5 minutes. It's a 5 minute, by the way. 5 minute, little bit of a flaggy flag. A little bit of a spinning top here on the 15 minute.
Oh yeah, I got into a Tau trade last night.
You did?
I'm not sure if it's up or not. On breakout.
You still open on that?
Yeah, it's still open.
Is it
On breakout, huh?
Let's see what's going on.
He's like, I forgot. Oh shit, I made
Literally
money.
to the Tau.
Like finding a $20 bill in your pocket.
You're like,
I think I'm down because Tau is kind of like testing lows here. Yeah, the most recent candles here. Okay, yeah, Tau had like a green dot on a 4 hour last night.
double
Like,
green dot.
Yeah, this wick down.
There's 3 of them in a row there, bro.
Yeah, see, green dot. It's trying, but then you got the red dot, green dot, and now more recently, red dot this morning. So it looks kind of bearish. It looks like a bear flag breaking down. Bear flag right there, breaking down. But can you double bottom instead and say, hey, it is bull div.
Give me that W, man.
There's bull div on the double bottom. So clearly I'm down on the Tau trade, but I was looking at it. Tau's interesting. I'm looking for, this is another one of those charts that gave it all back. That was a big move, gave it all back. You know, I'm looking for a confirmation of a long entry, but man, a Christmas tree again.
You gonna buy some now or what?
I don't know.
What are you waiting for?
You see the way my crypto wallet is set up.
What is that? What? What kind of dumbass excuse is that?
The way it's set up, you know, it only accepts certain chains, you know.
You stop being an idiot, bro. What are you talking about? Just fucking buy it on Coinbase or Kraken or Robinhood. Is it on Robinhood?
We got a super chat.
We did. What does it say?
$5 from Alex Me. We appreciate you. Can you look at the 5 and the 1 minute on BTC, but incorporate the 800 MA?
The 800 MA.
The 800 on the
You think he's
1
trolling?
and the
You
5.
think he's trolling?
I don't know. My brother uses the 500.
That's wild. 800. All right, whatever.
Nobody use the 800. Come on.
Hey man, never say never, bro.
Do the 777. We in
this is too
Vegas,
much,
bro.
man.
Do the 777.
This is too much. All right, 5
the
minutes.
guy paid money. He asked for 800. Give him 800.
I'm gonna give him the 800. I'm looking at the 5 minute. I see Bitcoin is this kind of tight consolidation. I was looking at this too. There's somewhat of
It should break to the upside.
you know, kind of
Probability standpoint.
yeah, symmetrical.
Yeah.
Somewhat of a symmetrical there. But yeah, let's adjust my moving average here and get a new moving average to 800. Let's add a new one, MA4. I use this 5 MA, by the way. It gives me up to 5 moving averages in one, so you kind of save on indicator space. It's useful if you don't have like the Super Pro account. So let's do 4. Let's make it orange, and let's make it 800. There we go. All right, it's way up there. So you want me to put the 800 MA and look at it on a 1 and a 5. Okay, well, we're way below the 800. What has it done in the past? It's done nothing.
Wait, which one's your 800?
Well, honestly, clearly you broke down from the 800 from this consolidation, you know, if that means anything.
The orange is 800?
Yeah, the orange line is pretty far.
That's fucking wild.
Pretty far. Okay, we'll also look at a 1 minute. Maybe it'll be closer on a 1 minute.
Hey, can I?
It's closer. It's actually right where price action is right now. We're like consolidating right on it on that 800 MA.
See a nice little breakout on Siren.
Siren is wild, bro. I literally just saw this big green candle and then it went red and then it's back green now. So, but yeah, we're up $50. Let's close it out. I'm kidding.
Shut your ass up.
Once it gets to Rob's $100 bill he has in his pocket, we'll close it out, and then we'll both have 100. Right, Rob?
Hey, good job, Rob.
Yeah, we'll see if it hits TP, man. Which the one thing about Siren, if it does hit TP, it's going to happen pretty fast. And this could come into another bullish pattern here if that does happen. A little bit of a cup and handle pattern. And where would that take us? Let's measure the depth of the head. And let's draw a fib. Let's assume we get that. And let's take our breakout from the 50. This could be a 60-cent Siren. What would happen if we moved it up to there, 55.95? Ooh, we're going to keep it at 55.95 though. Where's 55.95? There we go. So I don't know. Is that something you're eyeing on the backside there? Rob, it hits TP and then it consolidates the cup and handle on the 5 minute?
Take it one trade by one at a time, baby.
Come on, man. That's not you.
Yeah, you're like betting money you haven't won yet. Like,
what do you mean? It's called forecasting. Oh. What do you forecast here? You forecast?
I'm not a weatherman. I'm a trader.
Hey.
My wife, every time we travel somewhere, my wife turns into a meteorologist. She gives me updates on the weather every day. So, babe, next week it's going to be like we're leaving in fucking 2 weeks. What are you doing checking the weather? We keep cutting you off, man. What were we talking about?
I don't know, but Alex Me says the 800 MA is the controller.
So he wasn't joking.
And Tony Roses also says we need the 300 and the 350.
Fuck it, throw the 1,000 on there.
Seriously.
The 1,000 MA. All right. Meyer Ronaldo said, "Yo, I'm a new guy. I'm not sure if this is something at all, but I found Agenson.
AIGEN sin.
That might be someone shilling some garbage. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, Meyer. If you're not shilling garbage, I apologize. But typically when we see messages like that, it's people shilling the whack garbage. But well, I don't know. You want to look at it first, JP? If it's not some bullshit, then we can pull it up.
Okay. It'll be exciting.
Muhammad said Rob makes more than that by panhandling. I don't get it. Muhammad just loves Rob. Also, he says sweet
panhandling if you provide entertainment
in a fun and sexy way.
Yeah. Like the guy that like hits the drums on the upside down buckets on the strip. Yeah. Like, I'd gladly give him money, man. Man's got skills. We just got a cardboard sign talking about like I eat coochie. Like, no, I'm good, bro.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you seen the bums, man? It's all sexualized now.
Oh yeah. Our friend Helicopter Painter, he's taking a break from painting helicopters and to watch our show. We appreciate you. Will Ferreira, I haven't seen you in here, said sweet. And then it translated to about.
Sweet, baby.
Guys, throw your requests in there. If there's anything you want us take a look at, please throw it in the chat. He said it's listed on Binance in the Korean market. He said it's not. He said it's new, that coin. Venice broke above $17, guys. We're not going to get a fucking entry here. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're not going to get an entry. Very upsetting, but whatever. I'm just going to cancel the trade here. And I'll wait for eventually this thing will pull back, and I'll be looking for a long on Venice.
VVV, man.
So guys, get into our Discord because that's where I'll be posting the trade setup here. So jump into our Discord. It's completely free. When I see a pullback on Venice, which we will see a pullback, okay? I'd highly recommend no one jump in right now. Bless you. Do not jump in right now and FOMO in. This thing is on a massive tear. Look at this shit. This is a 5-minute time frame. I mean, this thing is so far away from its
coin on, man.
It's on Robinhood.
Not literally.
It got listed on Robinhood.
Like, what's its on? What is it on? Like, what's happening with it?
I don't. Here, let's take a look on.
Is it just because Bitcoin's getting a little bit of a move?
No, because it does its own thing.
It doesn't care. Man. It doesn't care.
It has a bunch of services on Coinbase Wallet for Venice token.
Wait, what?
Coinbase Wallet has a bunch of services for Venice token.
Oh, is that what they were talking about?
Yeah, if you go to your Coinbase Wallet, that's how you access it.
No, they're Jesse. What's that guy's name? Jesse Bass. This guy, Jesse Pollock. He said he posted something pretty cryptic. There's a sleeping giant on base right now. Thesis post is coming. Oh, you're gay. The giant is you. You're fucking whack. So, that is so whack. Come on, bro. Really? There's a sleeping giant on base right now. The giant is you. You are the giant. I vote this top 5 gayest posts of all time. It's pretty whack. Okay, so maybe what Gawking said is agent power chat.
Seeing some nice momentum out of Bitcoin.
I'm seeing it. Yeah,
we're at 76.85, and it's on the 1 minute, looking healthy.
Demand is at 6.7.
Now we've recently been up here to 76. Basically, been tapping on the door, knocking on the door, 77,000. Just shy of it. We've came up and tested it twice here recently. Looks like we might be heading back there again for a third test. We'll see what happens.
Is there a trade cooking on Bitcoin there, Zippy?
I was looking at this tight consolidation on a 5 minute. Look at us getting above the 200 right there.
That's a big move. It's a Viagra move right there.
Nice little green dot. Nice little low curve Stokes. I don't like it. Is it a trade? Let's see if it's not too late. Let's put a long position here. If you did that, stop loss. See, the thing is about this market, man, like, you know, these tight stop losses.
You get waked out.
Getting you mangled up here. But you still have to have a good risk reward ratio, right? So let's look to the left here. If you took it up to that resistance, 335 risk reward ratio with a tight stop that you're probably going to get stopped out on.
It ain't worth it, bro.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. It looks tasty, but it feels like a trap.
It's because you haven't cleansed your palate, bro.
We haven't cleansed it enough. Bring more Zen water, the Zen holy water.
Fucking guy. Okay, so
it could be a long. That's high risk, though, man. That's pretty high risk. You know, I would prefer, you know, a 15-minute or, you know, maybe even that rejection. Remember that value area high I was looking at earlier?
Or the 200.
Yeah, or rejecting the 200.
Is it respecting the 800 is the question.
Yeah, serious question.
How is it 980 moving average looking like?
Yeah, so I could see a scalp long from here to 77.3, at least to that value area high. I would be highly interested in a short at that level still, though. You know, let's see what the 4 hour. 4 hours most recently a green dot. Man, they got me shifting here a lot, man. I gotta say, this market is really tough.
Make up your mind, man.
It's really tough to get a hold on right now. And sometimes
I agree, bro.
Yeah, and sometimes it's best to just step back a moment and just see, you know, what the true trend is. Clearly bear trend here overall, but you know, they're fighting back.
JP, how about this, man?
What's up?
So we're on Bitunix, right? What else can we trade on Bitunix, bro?
Yeah, I was looking at other alts. I was interested. I was looking around.
You can trade gold, silver, oil, copper, palladium, platinum. Any opportunities there on those charts? Natural gas. You can trade natural gas. Seriously, you can trade natural gas and not the one that comes out of your ass. Oh,
wow. That was so...
And it rhymed, bro.
So clever.
Thank you, Laura.
Wow.
That's a nice bull trend on that natural gas there.
Yeah, look at that gas right there, bro. It's nothing but up and to the right.
Gas.
Hot gas rises.
Trapped. Seriously though, like we keep going back and forth. Yeah. You know, Bitcoin, it's range bound. Well, what about some other shit we can trade?
I agree.
Let's look at some metals. You want to look at metals? Maybe there's a trade for gold or silver or palladium or platinum or
let's take a look.
Maybe the fatty natty.
Fatty natty. All right, well, here's a 15-minute on gold. Somewhat of a bear flag there. Bear flag, but it kind of has that almost like a attempted double bottom, almost like Bitcoin had. Bearish consolidation. Can this thing get a bounce, or do we trade this short? Let's take a look. 1 minute. It's chopping. Got above the 200. You lost it. Now you're gaining it again. Chop City, 4 hour. This could be like a really big double bottom on gold. I'll tell you one thing, like using the 4 hour range, gold looks like, is at the value area low or close to it. Looks more like let's take a look. Fixed range. Where does the value area high and low land here? Fixed range volume profile. And it's not coming up. Interested in how to draw my own. Value area high. Value area low. There you go. So gold looks like it may be favoring along there, but once again, this is bearish consolidation after a big move up.
Well, there's one person who gave a badass trade on the show so far. It's been my boy Rob over here.
Big Rob.
Look at that. Siren up $90. Let's go.
Looks like a dump, man.
Huh?
No, I'm just saying gold looks like a dump right now in the 5 minute. Yeah.
This one, so this is the 1 minute. I moved the stop, and let me know if you're good with this, Robert. This is your trade. I moved the stop below this area. I would like to move the stop below the 21 MA and below this, which would guarantee us a profitable trade. But it's your trade. I don't know. This is where it originally was, down here. You can move it into profit, but still below that low there. Or you can move it here and de-risk a little bit. So now your R&R is more than a 10 to 1. What are you feeling?
Yeah, don't move it under the 21. It's too.
Keep it right here?
Yeah, that's
right there. Cool.
You can do that.
All right. So risking $24 to make 300. That's pretty good odds. I like it.
How you like this gold trade? Check this out.
Let's take a look.
5 minute. I mean, that's clearly a bear flag rolling over. All right, just stop loss above the rounded top.
That's definitely a short.
Yeah,
take
I like that, Jay.
Take profit right here below this wick. That's a 3 to 1 basically.
Are you signing off on this trade? Is this a trade you're giving out officially?
It's a trade, yeah.
All right,
it's a bear flag.
give us the numbers.
Give us the numbers.
Can we have like a stinger trade alert or something like that?
I agree. We should have that. I agree.
Laura's on it. Beautiful. That's why I like it, Laura.
So entry would be around now or 4,500. Right, for gold.
I'm gonna roll with you on this one, JP.
Yeah, you're playing.
I'm gonna lead by example.
You're playing a rejection of the 21. So stop loss now, or if you want, slightly better, you can put it around 4,503, 504, just somewhere right here near the 21 rejection. Stop loss would be up at 4,517 and 79 cents.
Where was the TP at?
TP is going to be down near 4,456 and 77 cents. That should be like a perfect 3, pretty much. 3 to 1 risk reward ratio is rolling over. I mean, momentum's heading down. It does have the green dot, but I expect that to just, print a red dot. Oh, there it is. Just as I said it, red dot just came in. I expect that to print a red dot, and there it is.
I'm in. I market ordered in.
It looks like, gold's going to dump. Now, is that good for Bitcoin? Bro. Maybe. I don't know. It's been really weird. Gold has been tied to Bitcoin. Like, it's been doing the same moves. But maybe we're starting to traditionally, finally, people take profit in gold.
Well, duh, bro. It's freaking digital gold, man.
Bitcoin's the new gold.
I market ordered in. I'm in the trade. All right, so we got 2 trades we gave you guys today. Well, yeah, because the other one didn't fill. Gold short, JP gave you. A siren long that Rob gave you. And as of now, both are in profit. Siren up $90, gold now down. This is 0.026%, but Siren up 36% here, man.
Hey.
That's good. And then Venice saw a pullback. Ooh. No, we were looking at the 5 minute. Oh, look at that. Almost perfectly tapped that 9 MA. Not quite there yet. Volumes dropped, though, on the last 2 moves up, right? Do you see the volume spike? So I am not... Maybe we got a deeper retracement. Let's take a look at maybe the 30 minute. Ooh, this might be setting us up for, unless this wick fills in 12 minutes, this might be setting us up for a evening star pattern here, depending on where this 30-minute candle closes. There's around 12 minutes left. And so, but this is not something I'm shorting. Just to be clear, it's not something that, even if it's flashing a short, with this move up, I would rather look for places to get into a long than try to go against and try to counter trade the trend. Could this be a local top? Maybe, man.
All right, I'm in the gold trade too.
You are?
Yep.
Okay. So we're in 2 trades. Gold's up $2. Let's go. Cashing it out right now. Up $2.
Yeah, gold's chilling.
Let's go, baby.
I'm in a bigger Bitcoin long, sweet long for now. We'll see what happens based on the 4-hour, and we'll let the gold short cook, see what happens here.
Okay. Did we get any other requests in the chat, Rob?
No. Muhammad said when Rob speaks, that should be the trade alert.
Hey.
Muhammad he loves you, man. You guys have a love relationship, you know?
Love. Can I see the casino? God King.
Yeah, just look outside the window.
There we go. Trades per minute, 23 trades per minute. That's slightly up than normal, I think.
Low volume.
Let's see.
Pretty low, huh?
Yeah, it averages 50 to 60.
I've been seeing it even lower though. No, I thought 12 was low.
No, anything under 25 is low.
Okay. All right. So pretty low volume. It looks like a little bit of consolidation above the 0 line. All the small time frames still bearish. Is it even moving? Where's the orders? Like
yeah, it's all just sideways. We're down $80 for the day.
Happening. Interesting.
That's pretty whack. Well, maybe Bitcoin's consolidating and alts are going to move, bro. That's classically what we see in market cycles, right? Bitcoin runs, it consolidates, alts run. Is that what we're seeing? You want to take a look at a total 2 or a total 3?
Yeah, we can look at total 3. Sure.
Sure. Have you seen that dude that does that?
Nah.
The guy in New York, he's got a deli. His name is Aki. No?
Aki.
Hey, yo, let me get a chopped cheese with extra this and extra that. And anyways, some people know what I'm talking about. Majority think I'm retarded. But anyways, go ahead, JP.
All right, yeah, looking at total 3. So the total market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. Looking on the small time frames first. 5-minute. Looks like, so I'm seeing consolidation here too, but that looks like a double bottom. Double bottom right there. You do have a bullish cross happening right now. The 200 MA on the 5-minute. Getting above it, consolidated, getting above it now. I see the momentum heading to the upside. Yeah, golden cross. Yeah, above the 200. 5-minute, not too bad. Let's look at the 15-minute and higher time frames. 1 hour. You're consolidating under the 800 MA. Under the 800, so I guess it does matter if we can get above that. We had a pretty bearish cross though with that 800, so that looks pretty bearish to me. You got to get above like 745 and 751 for the total market cap of these altcoins. Let's see, anything we see on the larger time frames here. That's a bull flag. It's a bull flag that got rejected at around 773, 12-hour. That 12-hour looks pretty bullish for the alts. With structure, the moving averages are a bit questionable because you did lose the 21 and the 50, but I'm seeing completely reset momentum indicators and a green dot. A lot of green dots on these higher time frames. I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing a green dot on the daily somewhere, maybe for the alts, maybe for Bitcoin. We need a green candle first.
Yeah.
This is Bitcoin again. Yeah, but yeah, total 3 wasn't too bad.
You know, gold's up 3%, or our trade on gold's up 3%.
Yep.
So that's good so far. Just an update. Siren, that trade is up 30%. Venice, seeing that pullback that we talked about, and I'm kind of happy I canceled my limit order. And that's one thing, you know, that I've gotten a lot better at. I'm not a perfect trader. I still make mistakes, right? But the one thing I definitely have tried to make a concerted effort is if I miss a move, I won't keep the limit order open. And which I canceled. You guys know I was targeting
Ain't a big red candle on Bitcoin right now.
Yeah,
Bitcoins. Get back to
1 minute. Just dumped down from 76.8, currently at 76.75.
a triple top too. Look at that in the 1 minute.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, here we go. This thing is.
You want to close the siren trade out? Yeah, now we're only up $43. Because if Bitcoin dumps, this thing's going to dump too. Here's what that looks like right now.
Is the siren one of those don't care coins?
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't want
It's a don't care coin.
It is? Okay, cool. All right.
It's the
fuck
class in and
All
of
right.
itself.
We'll keep it open then. Fuck it.
The don't care coin.
Look at that Venice dump, guys. We might get an entry here on Venice soon.
Bitcoin's lost, putting in even more. Down to 76.72.
Yeah, she's spicy.
Yeah.
Nothing too dramatic until we lose that 200, I believe. But yeah, we kind of just, wicking down, wicking up. But yeah, that was pretty bearish. There was like a mini double top, a very mini double top in that range. Dumped you. You're losing the consolidation pattern that we did have. Could you get back in the range? Let's see.
Demand went up to 69.
Community member asked me for Eden. I'm going to take a look.
I'm while you're doing that, JP, guys, I'm gonna front run a Venice long here.
Okay.
This move from the 200 up to the high, if it remains the high, a 50% fib retracement would be $15.97. And I would put my stop loss. I can't do that deep. But I can do below the gold pocket, 15.27. So 15.97 entry. 15.97 entry. Stop loss at 15.214. 15.214. And we're going to take this thing up to $19.30, bro. Let's see what that looks like. Looks like almost a 5-to-1 trade setup. Bam. Let's go. All right, so there's a trade setup here. We're front running a move here. So this is definitely on the riskier side of trades, okay? We're front running a 50% bounce. Okay, the trend is clearly up. Look at the volume. Short time frame is seeing a dump, obviously. VWAP crossed below. We're going to get a reset on the Stokes here, and then we want to see continuation to the upside. And my stop loss is below our gold pocket and below this last wick we had here. If you want to put your stop loss below the 200, you'll be a lot safer, but you're going to have to wait the trade out a lot longer to hit your TP because you're going to want to have the risk reward remain, like equitable. You're going to want it to be above like $21, $22. So, which it might take a little bit of time to get to. But I'm happy here. If we do get stopped out on the Venice trade, then I'll target the 200, a full retracement back to the 200. And then we'll long there again. We'll make our money back. I'm not worried about it. So there's a Venice setup here. Gold's up 5%. Venice, Siren, that trades up 32%. So we're in the green for the day so far. So yeah. You had a request. Go ahead.
Yeah, somebody asked for Eden. I'm looking at Eden on the daily time frame here, and it's been a long time coming. But we know change gonna come. This may be the change that Eden needs here. A big old breakout above the 200 MA on the daily. This thing is in breakout mode, full breakout mode right now. And the person who requested, I believe, asked me, could you long a fair value gap here? And I do see some fair value gaps because of the big move up. We'll see if I can identify one that maybe you could long. There's a fair value gap here. This one hasn't created one. You need more candles. Let's see. Oh, there we go. You can really see a fair value gap on the 2 hour from the big move up. Let me just bring out my rectangle tool, highlight the fair value gap. There is the 50% line. If you wanted to, if you play that fair value gap strategy, price comes down, retraces, respects the 50% line, and this is where you buy. That would also line up with a 50% fib retracement. Now, I normally like deeper retracements, but I'm seeing that fair value gap level at 0.0750 on Eden. And I also saw a very small time frame scalp. I think it was like a 5 minute. Yeah, 5 minute kind of bull pennant already breaking out. And when I first pointed this out, when I was first looking at it before I started talking about it, this thing hadn't broken out this much. It is now breaking out of the bull pennant, excuse me.
How's that coin liquidity wise?
I don't know.
14 million volume on Bitunix. That's not bad.
Yeah. Pretty strong uptrend there. Broke out from the bull pennant. A little bit late there to get in on the long, in my opinion. So I don't mind that fair value gap strategy that you mentioned. Find it on the 2 hour, okay? Yeah, find that fair value gap on the 2 hour, and then you can potentially long that. Now, I'm not saying do it. I'm also not not promoting this coin. I'm not even sure what this is, Eden, but the chart says there's a fair value gap at 0.075. Okay.
Bitcoin demand is flattened out at 68.
Okay. Yeah, Bitcoin just kind of chopping around here. So this is the 5 minute time frame, and we're kind of like just at the 200 still, losing it. Is this double top action, heavy resistance, the place where you're actually short? Potentially. Yeah, look at that 15 minute, respecting that downwards trend, descending. Could be a triangle. Double bottom, got back in the pattern twice. Still in bearish consolidation. Bitcoin looks pretty bearish here, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's lost the 76.7 mark. We're flirting with 76.67. So, yeah, seeing some downside. Ooh. 1 minute candles is printing red.
They printing red, baby. Heading towards that 200. Does it bounce, or does she burn the village down?
Ooh, we just had a gap on Siren. You don't see this very often in crypto. Look at that gap. That gap's going to fill eventually. I think it'll fill in this candle. It's a 5 minute candle here on Siren. Yeah, you rarely see that in crypto. There it is. There's that gap. Gap got filled officially. But that 9's been holding, man. Look at that 9. Look at that 9 to EMA, the blue line, right? Bounce, bounce, bounce. We're going to get another one at 53.35. We'll see. The gold trades up. Damn, gold trades up 12% already. Let's go.
Yeah. Good
call on that, JP. Look at that. That was perfect timing, too.
Yep, just as that bear flag is rolling over.
Yep.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised if it just dumps with Bitcoin. Like, gold is a risk-on asset now, apparently.
Go figure, right? Go figure. Venice is seeing a little bit of a dump as well. Might get an entry there. So potentially 3 trades on the day. Right now, 2 are winners. 1 hasn't filled yet. All right, that'll do it for the show today. We want to thank you all very much for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of you. We'll be back here tomorrow, same time at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Any final words there, Rob or JP?
No, sir.
Final words, I always say be careful, but just, try to, trade the trend, but I would say just, be patient here. I really like the value area low and highs that I drew earlier. Don't be afraid to short those highs and long those lows. Align yourself with whatever time frame you like. But there's some movement. I think there's going to be some movement from Bitcoin. It should be interesting evening. So let's do some live TA later if we can.
Okay.
All right. I'll be in the Discord, folks. In the Zen trading zone.
Yeah, join our Discord, man. It's free. And join our trading competition. We're trying to give away some money. Use the link in the description, and then you'll be automatically thrown into the trading competition.
I still stand by my Bitcoin, 78,000 in the next 24 hours.
78,000?
78. Okay.
Move to the upside, yes.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
It could happen.
That'll be 24 hours. We'll see. All right, guys. Thank you very much. We'll see you here tomorrow. Until then, peace.